All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault here today. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. Don't forget to leave a comment and a like on the video down below if it helps you out in any way, shape, or form. And sharing us on social media is always greatly appreciated. Give that a thumbs up, right? All right, so excuse me, we are going to do a little more cooking today. You know, we dedicated my my cousin started it off, my primo, Captain Beefaroni. And then last night we went into things, a couple different recipes. Well, tonight we're going to look at something else. We're going to look at meat and vegetables and some of the things that can be cooked up using meat and vegetables. Now, first off, you can use mordite to make meat flakes. So you don't even need to go out and harvest animals to get some of the basic meats. Now, there's a lot of different types of meats in the game, don't get me wrong, but mordite is a very basic resource that you can grow in your garden. We're growing it here. Meat flakes, when processed, turned into meaty chunks. Okay, nice and easy there. It's 1-for-1, meaty chunks. And these meaty chunks can be turned into other things. 2 stacks of those will make a mystery meat stew. We saw how to make pie cases last night, so if you get a pie case and some meaty chunks, well, you get a mystery meat pie. Something else we can do is meaty chunks with a horrifying mush, and we get an abyssal stew. It sounds tasty. And we get another one here, meaty chunks with carbon gets us smoked meat. So we're going to go ahead and get these 4 items cooking for you here. And we'll see what kind of benefits we gain from eating these. And then we're going to add them to our collection of foods that we're eventually going to feed to our living frigates to see what exactly is going on with them. Now, as you see here, I got mordite growing. Plenty of it. We can get tons and tons and tons of it here real quick, so we can make meat stew and all those related things all day long. So I will see y'all in a few minutes, all right? Stick around. All right, looks like the mystery meat stew is done. Mystery meat pie is done. Abyssal stew, well, done. And the smoked meat is done. Let's see if we have anything else we can cook up real quick. Now, meaty chunks on their own will get us processed meat. We haven't made any of that yet. And the lumpen donuts, we made some of those yesterday, right? Mix those with meaty chunks, and we get proteinous donut. Okay. Well, we'll get those cooking while we check out what's going on with these items that we just made up. So, mystery meat stew, 15 seconds of sprint overload, 320,000 units. Nothing special there monetarily. Mystery meat pie, 2 million. That's respectable, and it's got the sprint overload, so it looks like meat stuff kind of leads to the sprinting a little bit. The abyssal stew, 4.5 million units. Wow. Well, that makes sense because the ingredients there are a little more difficult. At least one of them is with the horrifying mush. So 4.5 million units, not bad. 25% hazard protection. That's very nice. And the smoked meat, 20% life support power, and 110,000 units. Nothing to get excited about there, but hey, it's all good, right? All right, we'll check out these other 2 as soon as they're done. How far along are we here? Yeah, we'll make a little cut and come right back. All right, so let's take a look at these new dishes that we made. There was only, what, 2 of them? Yeah, the proteinous donut there. Proteinous. 3.25 million units for a stack. Very valuable, but nowhere near the value of that, but a little easier to make. 8 seconds of jetpack overload by eating one of them, and basic processed meat, which was just, cooking the meat by itself, 20% life, support power, and that's 105,000 units. Slightly less than the smoked meat, which is basically that, but with carbon in it. So that's cool. So now we're going to do some other things real quick here. We're going to whip up some high fiber pies. And we're going to whip up, and this time we're going to use the vegetables here. We're going to make some flavorsome sauce with 2 steamed vegetables. And we are going to whip up some fibrous stew with steamed vegetables and solortillo. Now the solortillo is from the solarium. That's processed in the nutrient processor, and the actual steamed vegetables themselves are easy enough to come by. They can be gotten from a couple sources of things you grow. I think, if I remember, Gamma Root, I believe, made it, and I believe Star Bulb too. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, let's see which ones do it. I'm pretty sure one of those guys did it, if not both. Nope, Star Bulb's Pilgrim Berries, my bad. Nope. Okay, yeah. This makes the beans, and then the beans go in and turn into steamed vegetables. That's how that works. And then we also have, if I'm not mistaken, the fungal mold makes these non-toxic mushrooms, and I'm pretty sure those turn into it as well. But they're all easily created, from this basic garden that I got planted here. So that's how that works. And then you got a couple other ways you can get them. You can do stuff like the ones you pick, like jade peas. I think the jade peas give you vegetables, if I'm not mistaken. So there's other ways to get them, but those are the 2 easy ways that you do it, growing it at your own little base. You don't have to go run around looking for all that stuff. So now we got a rainstorm coming too. So before that rainstorm hits, see if we can get this flavorsome sauce done, because this flavorsome sauce we're going to further process here. And the way we're going to do that is simple enough. We're going to take the sauce, throw it in there, and then we're going to throw some more vegetables in with it. Where are they? Oh no, am I out of vegetables? Did I screw up? Well, I'll be darned. I believe I did screw up. Well, we're going to make some vegetables real quick, so we'll be back in a minute, and by then the storm will be over. Alright, so it's a little bit off on the recipe. It's the flavorsome sauce mixed with fibrous stew, which is made from the solortillo and steamed vegetables. Mix those together, and you end up with a delicious vegetable stew. So that's the last of the recipes we're going to use today for the vegetables. I believe you can make a bissell stew as well using the horrifying mush and steamed vegetables. You can mix that up to make, just like you did with the meaty chunks. So there's a lot of redundancy in the cooking. A lot of different recipes will net you the same result. So it's just a matter of finding ones that are easy for you to farm. And anybody can grow Mordite. Mordite's easy to grow, and you only need a little bit of it to get started, and you can just keep expanding as you harvest it and grow more and more until you have a good sized farm that you like, so you have a constant source of meat. Use the Gamma Root to get the Seavert beans, and then the beans to get the steamed vegetables, and the Solarium to get the Sorati or whatever it is. So there's that. Alright, let's look at these vegetable dishes now and kind of get them organized a little bit. Do this and this. Okay, so out of the 4 vegetable dishes we made, we got the high fiber pie, 2 million units per stack, 15-second sprint overload. So not a bad investment there. The vegetable stew, not as great, less than half of that at 940 units, but 25 percent life support power. The flavorsome sauce on its own, 20% life support power and only 360,000 units. And of course, the fiber stew at 320,000 units and a 15-second sprint overload. So, as you can see, using just basic items, we made quite a few different things here. The only thing that really got out of the norm was the abyssal stew, which we used a whole bunch of I think we used the hypnotic eyes to get the horrifying mush, if I remember correctly. So there's that. So you got a lot of different things here, a lot of different types of food that we can sell off for money. Look at this, 4 or 5, there's 6 million right there, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's over 10 million with just these 4 alone, which, in the grand scheme of how much money you can make, isn't a ton, but it's nothing to laugh at either. It's a decent amount of scratch. Or of course you can take them to Kronos up in the anomaly and trade them in with him for nanites, and the higher value items will get you more nanites per dish. The problem is you can only trade one in at a time. Please, Hello Games, a nice quality of life upgrade would be to give this guy a stack of 50 and let him just kind of go through them. Well, that was good, that was fair, that was great, that was awful, and just keep racking up those nanites instead of having to do them one at a time. I don't know why they can't implement that. Maybe it's a coding thing. I don't know. I'm not a game designer. So anyway, if you found this video helpful at all, please leave a like on it down below and comment on it. Tell me what your favorite recipes are. Do you do any cooking whatsoever? And are you planning on trying it in the future now that you see how easy it is? We will continue to do some more recipes. I think we'll take a break from this for a little bit and maybe explore some other aspects of the game for a night or two. But we will get back, because I'm going to go out and gather some more items, some stuff that's going to require us to do a little bit of traveling that can make some of the more unique and interesting items. We'll play around with chocolates a little bit and stuff like that. So we'll also go over to our living whales, our frigates, and try out some of these recipes on them, see what it does, how it affects them, how it impacts their traits and all that good stuff. So as always, I thank you and hope you're having a great day. I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. This has been an episode of No Man's Sky. Don't forget to share us on social media too. That is always appreciated. And I will see you next time. Cheers.